If you or your child is between the ages of 12 and 16, text Youth 2017 to 555-888 for your chance to win a whitetail hunt in Kansas with Precision Outdoors in 2017. This week on Precision Outdoors, Wes and I picked out a few of our favorite hunts from this season, so I won't waste any time, we'll get right to them.
Me and Megan both grew up hunting in the Midwest, so obviously our favorite thing to do is bow hunt whitetails, and we were fortunate enough this year to both harvest big, nice, mature whitetails. Megan got one on her home farm and I got one on our lease. So here's a look back. You can check them out, and if you want to know what the background noise is my little girl Afton, that's 7 months old, is in the background, jabbering. Well, Megan's supposed to be getting her to be quiet so I can do this interview, but hey, it's the last episode, so that's reality. That's how it really happens in this hunting industry. So. Felt good about it, buddy?
Yeah.
He's down. He's down. What do you think of that?
That's awesome.
First morning?
Yeah.
First 2 bucks we see are nice ones?
Yeah, that's awesome.
I didn't want to pressure you into shooting that one. I just know, out of the bucks on our farm, the other one might score more, but he's a 3-year-old. This one was a 4-year-old. Mm-hmm. He just has lower tines.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, he's a good buck.
Yeah, he is.
That's your first whitetail?
Yeah.
That's your first whitetail. Mm-hmm. Everyone, hey, Brendan, why don't you tell them your story? Because we didn't get a chance to talk because it got light out and we seen deer right away.
Yeah, so we came out here and Wes was telling me that I needed to look over here for him because he can't really see. And I looked over and I actually saw 2 bucks right there. So I loaded my gun up and we were waiting for him to move apart because they were fighting. And they kept moving back behind this one tree while they were fighting. And then finally, one of the bucks ran away from the other and left the one standing broadside while he was eating, and then he was just perfect, and I shot him and hit him, and then he took off right up this little ridge up here.
We didn't sit for about 20 minutes this morning, and I just tell him, because the windows are all fogged up, that he's got to look off to our right, because I couldn't see through the window, and when you know it, there was 2 bucks standing there. And one of them was a really, really nice 8-pointer, real long tines, but he was only a 3-year-old. And he's a really cool deer. And Brandon really wanted to shoot that deer, but he got out of the camera view and into the thicket before we could get on him. These bucks were fighting for about 20 minutes in front of us. It worked out perfect. This one come out and stopped. Just picture perfect, couldn't have been any better.
Put another shot on.
Can I shoot?
Yep.
We just seen a little buck, like a little 4-point, and then a cute little 8-pointer came out and started fighting with him a little bit. Then he just kind of stood there. I shot him. I think I missed the first shot, but then he turned right face towards us. I think I hit him in the chest.
Well, here we are with Sammy's 2016 youth hunt buck. His first buck ever. I know he's pretty excited. It come down to the last minute and we had tomorrow to hunt, but he was pretty confident going in today he was going to get the job done. We were very fortunate enough tonight that buck came out with about 10 minutes to spare, and Sammy wasted no time getting that gun on him and getting the job done.
Precision Outdoors is brought to you by Total Excavating, Plumber Concrete, K&K Outfitters, Greystone Commercial, Peterson Taxidermy, and Johnson Plumbing. Precision Outdoors is brought to you by Greystone Commercial, the River Valley's premier commercial real estate company serving Wisconsin and Minnesota.
This year was the guys' 6th year hunting with this outfitter in New Mexico on their elk hunt, and finally this year both Mariah and I were lucky enough to be invited along with the boys. So we really enjoyed hunting, getting to meet the guides that they talk about, getting to see all the scenery and just experience what an awesome hunt it is, and also our first elk ever that we both harvested. So after stalking this group for over an hour and a half, we were finally able to lay eyes on the herd bull. Outfitters. We headed out this morning. We found a nice group of elk. We watched them for about 4 hours before we decided to head in after one. We made about a 2-hour stalk, got up to about 200 yards. I made a nice shot on this bull elk here. It's my first elk ever. One shot and he was down. We're thinking he's about a 300 class bull.
Shoot him. You had him in the ass. Not a girl.
Here we are. Mariah just put the killing shot in him. She had him hit good. He was laid down. We didn't know for sure how good, but she had him hit really good. So he tried getting up, but she put him right back down again. So it was very, very windy. Over near the shot, she did a very amazing shot, I thought, because I wouldn't have wanted to shoot in that wind. It was a good 40-mile-an-hour wind. And it's a tough one.
It was awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, they did a heck of a job bringing us in on them. And Joey and the bunch spotting for us and did a good job. Black Mountain Outfitters, where's that?
Congratulations, Mariah. Awesome job. You did fantastic.
Thank you. I was a little nervous.
Here we are out in New Mexico with Black Mountain Outfitters, and Mariah just gunned down the first bull of her life. She had a little troubles this morning and took some hair off of one, but I think it panned out anyways. This one's bigger, so I think she's awful happy right now compared to this morning.
Precision Outdoors is brought to you by K&K Outfitters. A new breed of outfitters has been born. Experience the best whitetail hunting in the Midwest with their new elite hunting packages. Precision Outdoors is brought to you by Plummer Concrete and Associates, leading the way in the concrete industry, serving western Wisconsin and eastern Minnesota in decorative concrete, flat work, poured foundations, and waterproofing and drainage.
Me and Megan both harvested big, nice, mature whitetails this year in Wisconsin with our bows, and definitely two of our favorite hunts from this past season. Not very often, you get to harvest a mature buck with your bow, let alone both of us get it done in the same year. Megan was lucky enough to get hers on her home farm, and I was lucky to get one on our lease down in Buffalo County. So here's a look back. Check them out. They were two hunts I will never forget.
I got a story for you boys.
What, you think girls don't watch hunting shows too?
3 nights ago, we were driving out of this farm, and I seen a buck on the road, and it was a dandy. So the next night, I went to my closest stand, and I got video of that buck chasing a doe. Me and Ryan, I told him, I said, we're gonna go get around to my favorite spot. We're gonna sit there in the morning. It's Saturday morning, October 29th. We're gonna sit there, and we're gonna see that buck.
Well, here he is. He sure made us work for it this morning. He come in, and it took him 11 minutes from the first time we seen him till I pulled the trigger. I was at full draw for over 2 minutes on this buck. It's unreal how exciting it is when a plan actually comes together. 2 days ago, we seen this deer on the road, and then I came in here the night after that, and I seen him come in on our field, and I said, that buck's living on our point. I said, I got to get in there in the morning on Saturday morning, and when you know it, Saturday morning with the right wind, we get in there.
Here he comes, here he comes.
Hey Megan, quit moving. Nick wants to do a mannequin challenge.
right there. He crashed right there. After I shot him, he looked like he tried to jump the fence and he couldn't quite make it. He ran a little bit further and down he went.
Well, here's Megan's buck. I was at work. It's kind of ironic. I killed my buck 2 weeks ago, and she was at home watching the kid going to work. And this morning I couldn't film her, and my cousin Nick was nice enough to come film for me, and she got the job done. She's been sitting. She's the only one on her home farm that's ever killed a deer, so she kind of got a horseshoe up the rear. But this is the one she was looking for.
This is one of the shooters we had on camera. I've been coming up here. Last night I was able to see 2 shooters. And then this one I actually saw last Sunday. And he happened to come out again this morning. It worked perfect. He came out and he was feeding along the edge of the corn. And, he looked like he was about to leave, so I hit the grunt call and he booked it right for us. Came out at about 35 yards and was able to make a perfect shot on him. He didn't go any more than about 80 yards before he crashed in the corn here.
Precision Outdoors is brought to you by Total Excavating. Complete excavating serving western Wisconsin and eastern Minnesota with commercial projects, roadways, subdivisions, water, and sewer. Closed captioning for Precision Outdoors is brought to you by Peterson Taxidermy, helping memories last a lifetime through the highest quality taxidermy work in the Midwest.
The last hunt I'd like to show you is our mule deer hunt this year from Mexico. I love getting to go hunting with my dad every year. It's not very often that we both get to harvest nice big deer, and we did on this trip. Dad's one to hold out for something that he really truly wants, and this trip he had that opportunity. The trip's really special to me because I got to make a 650-yard shot on a mule deer, and that's my longest shot to date. And it was probably the coolest hunt I've ever been on because of that. And then getting to see Dad shoot his biggest mule deer to date was real special to me. And so here's a look back. Check it out. 2 great hunts in Mexico, and will be tough ones to beat.
It's coming to the left, Wes.
I don't see.
It's coming to the right.
Going to the right?
He just went behind a bush or something. Here he comes.
Which side?
Come out of that clearing again, I think. Here he comes.
To the clearing?
He's going to hit that clearing. He's got like 3 more steps to go. Here he comes. Here he comes.
I got him. You're good.
Go. You see him, Wes?
Yeah, you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Died. And a boy. Dropped him.
Oh, you're welcome, brother.
Oh, man, that was awesome.
Appreciate it. He's awesome. Yeah, that bullet went right here.
Through his pocket.
Right below his elbow and his hoof. And I was like, oh, we know why, right?
Yeah, had the turret set wrong. I always have the turret set right. 100 yards.
Day 2 here in Mexico, and we got the job done. We've been seeing a lot of good deer, just haven't found one that's fully what we want. Kind of looking for that 180 benchmark or bigger, and this deer should be right around that. He's not a giant, but he's massive, real dark, real cool deer. We spotted him this morning and cut the distance in half. We had to climb up the mountain and get up to the next mountain, and when we got up there, we were fortunate enough to find him again, and he was at 650 yards, and everything worked out perfect. I got to thank Dave here for letting me use his gun. Yesterday I had a spill and knocked my scope real bad and didn't have time to shoot it again, so we just used his gun.
He went down, didn't he? I think so, yeah. Hey.
Well, here we are in Sonora, Mexico,
And we are on our, what are we on here? The fifth day of the hunt. And we've had a pretty good one. Opening day, they spotted right in the 175 range, and we passed him up. We had him, I think we could have got some pretty good shooting at him if we wanted, but we passed him up. And the fourth day, we ended up seeing this, or the big one, the actual big one. He was close to 200 inches. Very, very nice deer. The next day we come back and found him again. Didn't get any shooting at him the first day, but the next day we come back and found him again, and we ended up shooting at him at 500 yards. I shot over him. Then we got him to actually come in closer, believe it or not, and I blew it. I had him at about 275 yards, and I blew it. I missed him. I shot over him again. So
thanks everyone for watching Season 1 of Precision Outdoors. Stay tuned and see what we'll bring to you next year. If you want to follow us during the off season, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram to see what we're up to, and we'll let you know when we'll be back next year.